Alright guys, welcome to the show. Just trying to see why this stream is not picking up. Seems to be an issue. Okay, got it, finally. For God's sake. Yeah, I was observing, I was like, what's going on? Why isn't the stream coming up? Awesome, awesome, awesome. I see lovely people here. Please consider subscribing, smashing those like buttons, press the notification, press all so you get notified every time we release a video. Of course, join the Discord community as well, where I do post the links as we go live. Right. So let's get into this. Let's have a look at this. This is not going to be a long one. Smash those like buttons. We're going to get through this very fast. Number one, what we've got here, of course, you Pedro Ramirez first. Awesome, my bro. Thank you very much. What we've got here is obviously we're talking about the Bitcoin market crash. Now, we have been talking about this few videos ago. I can go back weeks actually since we hit 67k. Now I'm not going to go over this. I know there's been arguments regarding this. It's like, right, someone's calling it to be a bear market, someone's calling it to be a bull market. I'm an official bull, so for me everything is a bull market. I've explained this before, I'm going to explain this again, and why I'm so calm and so happy. I love the red candles. So we're definitely going to look into all of this stuff. Let's go into the stream. So what I'm going to do is get my cursor, so at least that way I can see what's going on. Also, I'm going to refresh the chat so that I can see exactly who is here. Smash those like button, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let's grow this community. Let's be awesome. I see Albin Pays. Hey brother, awesome my brother, nice to see you. Right, so let's refresh all of this. Let's see what's really going into the market. Let's really what's going on. So we see today out 25, more fear than it was yesterday. Exact thing we like to see. We are bulls, we love red. We buy the red, we don't buy the greens. Bulls do not buy the greens. Okay, bulls do not buy the greens. We love reds. We buy and we accumulate and we get ourselves more cryptocurrency. That's what we do. So this is perfect for us. A lovely scenario. Also looking at this chart, I mean, when you look at these shades and they look a little bit kind of pale, like some of these ones here, and then you see these dark ones here. Of course, these are your discounts. All these extra red ones are your discounts. So everybody who says, oh, I missed that one, oh, it's just pumping, oh, it's leaving me behind, let's come back to you. It's a gift. It's a gift from the universe. Take your chances now. What are you gonna do? You know, and I know exactly what's gonna happen when it starts moving. Most people are like, oh, it's too high. You know, oh, I just missed the boat, or I'm gonna wait on the sidelines, or I'm gonna FOMO in. When this comes, no one's ready. The other day I had KR. He was on the phone with me actually, and he was mentioning something. He wanted to pick up something for a good few $1,000s, and he was bullish, over bullish. I said, bro, calm down. Just stand on the sideline, observe the market. Don't go FOMOing into stuff. And of course, if you still can't help yourself, keep half. And I'm sure he now understands exactly what I mean. I had a conversation with him earlier on today, and he's like, bro, you know the market's bleeding. And I was like, yeah. He's like, but I'm still up 100% on one of my accounts. I was like, exactly. So that's the thing. I mean, you can be up, you can be down, doesn't matter where you are. And I've talked about certain things, how I kind of see the market myself, and of course I'm up thousands of percents. I'm also up thousands of percents. So bubbles, nothing much to see there. Let's refresh the view base and see what's going on. 804, nothing much. 5,000 BTC came in over the 7 days, nothing much. We see a lot more BTC reducing, right? So more and more BTC are coming in. Awesome. Not to worry. Again, I'm not fussed about any of this. Yes, you're seeing the bullish side of me, you're seeing the excited side of me. There's a few reasons why. All right, all this BTC coming back into the exchange doesn't make any difference to me. All that's happening is weak hands, weak paper hands are handing over their BTC to strong bull hands. That's what they're doing. So that's what I see. Of course, a lot of people might say, dude, you're mental, you say things. Yes, I am mental. That's why I'm also known as the Mad King. Oh man, this is awesome. So when we look at open interest on futures, we can see, oh, by the way, guys, my stomach may rumble. I am hungry. When we see this, we see a little bit of a step down, but it's not what we want. We want more. We want more blood here. We want to see futures open interest to bleed out. We want to see that. That would be really, really healthy. Of course, when we're looking at exchange leverage ratio, it has calmed down, but again, not as bloody as I wanted. Look, as soon as it came down, it started spiking up again because people are too bullish. That's what it is. The bulls are still there. I mean, especially the leverage bulls. My God, they do not know when to give up. But I love the spirit, though. I love the spirit. I mean, when you see this kind of stuff, it's awesome, awesome, awesome. It's like, okay, doesn't matter what you throw at them, doesn't matter how many $1 billion you take out of them, doesn't matter how many thousands, hundreds of thousands of traders get liquidated. They have the spirit, they have the bull in them. They come back. My God, it's unbelievable. When we look at Grayscale investments, we can see even Grayscale's being bearish as well. Most of their buyers are also not buying. So of course their premiums are now getting at a bigger discount. So 18% discount. Wow. That's 18% cheaper than what a Bitcoin is. So to them, you get 18% more discount. Let's have a look at how many people got liquidated. 414,000. And I love their spirit. They keep on coming back. They keep on coming back. I mean, just look at this. On 4 hours, the shorts got liquidated. If we look at the higher time frames, we might see a little bit more data. We can see longs got liquidated. And by God, they just don't give up. They keep on coming back hour after hour, day after day, minute after minute sometimes. They're just constantly coming back. Wipe out, wipe out, wipe out. I mean, that's a sign of bullishness even for bears. For freaking sake. You got bears who constantly come back and open more shorts, getting wiped out, and they're constantly doing it. You've got bulls who are constantly coming out and getting wiped out, and they're still doing it. I mean, I don't know what this is. For me, all I see, regardless whether you're a bull or a bear, you're all bullish on either side. Whether it's going down or whether it's going up, you're so bullish. Admit it. Wow. Markets throwing opportunities and people are just fired up, taking that money. Happy days. Look, I see the market. I see what the market's doing. Of course, I'm going to change a few things here now, guys, because obviously what's happened is, since we've now changed this pattern, we've changed the trend, I do want to get rid of some of these boxes, because these boxes now, yes, it is still relevant, by the way, but I just want to take it off just to clean up the chart, because no point having them on the chart making too much noise. Actually, this is something I was sending to KR earlier on. I wanted to show him a pattern that we saw, but no point holding any of this, because the only pattern we need to look at now, and I'll get rid of this as well, the only pattern we have to observe now is this, right? So if we just look at this specific area, this is it. This is your last line of defense. This is the last support we have. Once we fall below this support, we are gone. That's it. That is absolutely it, right? If we fall below this, expect this market to be in a bear market for at least 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, maybe 6 months, right? But funny thing is, remember about 2-3 days ago on the live stream, I said I have a slight different hypothesis. I think this bull market is going to continue to September next year. I've got a feeling it's going to do that. I've got a feeling we're going to go bearish a few months. Taxation, this, that, whatever. Get over all the nonsense. So I'm not even looking at the noise, the news media, Evergrande, this happening, that happening, markets, coming down, all sorts of other crazies that is in this market. Like when you look at the entire market cap, it reacted the same as the Dow Jones. This is the Dow Jones, right? When you start looking at the S&P 500, they reacted too. Everybody's reacted. The only people that didn't react, or only thing that didn't react, is USD. The dollar currency index is pumping up. The other markets are coming down. So we don't see any difference in all three sectors. The Dow Jones the S&P 500, the top global 500 companies, right? The technology companies, right? You know, and the crypto industry, we see the same thing. They probably suffered a lot more than we did. You know what I mean? But this is what we're seeing. Money's going back into USD. If money's going back into USD, it only means people are uncertain. People are fearful. Those are the perfect times to go in, snipe, and make a whole ton of money. So that's what I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing this area being the area where we need to protect. Anything less than that, we can't. And of course, a few days ago, I've mentioned this. A few weeks ago, I've probably mentioned this as well. In fact, I've been mentioning it since we hit that 57k. I said, guys, this candle has not confirmed. Yes, great, congratulations, we did it. We did a brand new all-time high. Doesn't do anything for us. We need to confirm this. And you can see we did not confirm this. Our confirmation was we're going down. We broke support, we broke trend, we're going down. So all of this, we only had one last support for us, was this particular area here, this neckline here, this 52. And I said, if it falls below the 52, we're gone. That's it. Yesterday, I sent a message on Discord and I said, if it goes below this particular level, this 54,000, I said, if it goes a penny less than 54k, I'm out. And do you think I didn't? I did. I left. Right? So of course I bought some, but guys, that's only one exchange. I've got 9 more to go. I'm waiting for these dips. I have orders set up everywhere. I have an order on this neckline. As you can see, this is the neckline that's holding right now. I have an order on this neckline, this bottom neckline here, right? That's there too. I have orders around here, but I have reasons why I have these orders here. I have big reasons why I have these orders here. Of course, I'm not going to show you this chart. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take you to one other chart, this particular chart, to show you this. Now, this is set up on a 5-day. This is the Gaussian channel, a very important channel that we have to understand. And we know that historically, whenever we've come into this Gaussian channel, we get sucked in, right? We come in, we get sucked in, we stay there for some time. You know, we could even end up coming into situations like this, where like 2017, where we went into the bear market. I talked about the yo-yo market. As soon as we hit 69, I said, guys, the yo-yo market has started. Right now, you're going to be so confused. You don't know what direction it's going to go. We've entered. But does this mean anything for us? We've entered today. Does this mean anything? This is a 5-day candle. This is a 5-day candle. We've entered. Does it mean anything? Right now, no. If this continues to carry on over the next 2-3 days, Sunday, I would say preferably Sunday, if this thing carries on, then we have a problem. Because now that we're here, we will get sucked in. How far? Totally depends. But this is something that happens. We do get sucked in. You know, if we were to put another indicator here, which is known as the Fibonacci, right? Fibonacci. You're going to see pretty much the same thing. Look what happens. You enter the Fibonacci. You've come out of this heat zone. You've entered this now. Well, there's only one direction you're going to go. And I'll switch off the Gaussian. Look, you're going to get sucked into this. What happens when you get sucked into this? Well, this is your median line, your middle point, 33k. You are going to get sucked in. You are going to get sucked in, and that's where you should be seeing a bounce. Of course, if you don't see a bounce there, you could go all the way bloody and down here. So this is doing this calculation on this. Like, actually, we should be doing daily for this. It's much better. So if I did daily, it will show you better data, actually, because I was showing you the weekly. This isn't right. This is the data, and this is telling us the bottom of the range is $29,000. Of course, we can bounce anywhere within here, but right now, look where we are. Look where we are. We have been sucked in already. We have been sucked in already. That's it. So all of those guys who are bears and say, oh, we're going to, the market's going to go down, get in, set your orders, long the market, whatever, trading, right? Forget all of those. You're here. It's too late. I mentioned this when we were down here. I said, when we go down and we break these specific trends, and I was down here somewhere, I said, if we break below this neckline, and we start going down, you can watch the video, it's still there, right? I don't delete my videos. We know that we're going to be sucked into this quicksand, right? And we have been sucked into this quicksand. So we are coming to the great moment, actually. I'm really excited. I want to see this come to this red. If I do see this come into this red zone, I think it will be a perfect opportunity to sell the house. I know a lot of guys, I know you've been waiting for this. There's been the moments where I've said this. I said, guys, there's a time where you sell your house, and this is going to be the moment when I see a reversal from here, when I see everything moving back up from this zone here, coming back into this zone, and I'll tell you what these lines are. When I see this coming back here, I will sell my house. I will sell everything, because that's what's happening right now. Now, what is the significance on these lines? Well, number one, this line here was our micro trend line forming from July. Is it significant? Yes, it was, but is it important? No. Let's get rid of that. Then we have a second line that's sitting there right now, and we're holding support on the dot, which is, you know, just around here. You can see it's holding this support. Great. Where did this come from? Well, this line came from here, from October 2020. Is this line valid? Yes, it is for now, right? But what's the longer time? Where did it all start? 2020. So if we go to 2020 and we bring this back here, actually we're still in this longer trend. So all of this is telling us that there is a bounce coming, and that bounce even today could take us to 40k. And remember, when we hit that 40k, there's no stopping us from going below. So what we want to look at is, when we're looking at all of this, is this. So we also want to be looking at this. Now I'm going to switch off the drawing just to show you where everything falls into place. So there's multiple data points here that are all pointing towards something, and it's there. So number one, when we hit this 67, 69k, I said to you guys, we're not bullish at all, because we are one Fibonacci line below where we were before. So you remember the top at the 65 was around this Fibonacci level. Currently we were one Fibonacci below, so this is not bullish, number one. Now and I've also mentioned how this is technically a low. This is not even a high, a Fibonacci high. We were there before, currently we're here. It doesn't work out. So we were holding support around here. If we fall below this, I said it's going to come down. It has come down. I also mentioned if it does come down, there's nothing really going to stop us from holding this line. Currently we've bounced back up, but we are expecting to come down to this level here. Currently, if I zoom into this, it shows around 38k. Everything is showing that 38k. If I activate the fibs here on a 5-day, I think that's all showing that where's the bottom? So this one's showing 32 actually. Wow, this one's showing 32. This is on a 5-day, obviously. Let me go on a daily. I can't use this on a daily. I use this. This is also showing me each Fibonacci, because this is also overlaying a fib here as well, and it's showing me that yes, we could possibly come and tap this, which is the 37k level, 38k level. So plenty of data here. When we start looking at all of this, we can see what's really going on, how it's really working out, and where our current support and resistance. So I'm going to put my support and resistance clusters on just to kind of show you exactly where we see these little things. So why did we bounce here? Because we had a nice little support form around here. So we can't, we held this as support down, let me just switch this off. So as you can see, once upon a time, we held this as support. We bounced down here, held it as support. So this is a strong support zone for us. As long as we can hold this, it's all super good. If we can't hold this, there's nothing holding us until we come back down to this $28,000, $27,000 or $29,000 level. And what you can see is this $28,000, $29,000 level is pretty much exactly where I put that green line. Remember way back, I said, look, this green line is where I want to be buying. Sell your house. This is where we sell our houses. Guys, if you're new to the channel, smash those like button, hit the subscribe button. I don't know what you're waiting for. Let me just refresh the chat. What's going on here? Let's have a look. Let's refresh this. Wow, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just went through I just flied through the whole thing. Wow. This is wow. Awesome. I see so many people here on the chat. Let's read some of the chat and the contents. Right. Belgian, how long you think this bear market will last? I think I've answered it. Anything between 3 months to 6 months. Funky and Edgy, hey bro, awesome bro, nice to see you in the group as well. Awesome. Raymond, awesome my brother, how you doing? SM says, loving the market, stay strong. Of course my brother, this is the perfect moment. Belgian says, market's beautiful. I love you guys. This is how the attitude should be. Will Sol overtake ETH? Never. So yeah, Tamil, Sol will not take over ETH, no way. Nisha Karki, hi, I saw you were talking about V-launch. I'm sure if I sell the coin in the first hours of dumping, you can make big profits, but if you hold, you'll get wrecked. Exactly. So if you can time it, of course, go for it. V-launch, I think it has a lot of power behind it, a lot of human power behind it. And within the first few hours, the boys, I don't know what to call them, right? If they have any bad intentions, because I think they do have some bad intention, because they've been talking a whole lot of bullshit and they've been trying to shield the project, right? So they are going to make a lot of money out of you guys, but it's a matter of who wins first. So if you're going to go in within the first hours or the first minutes sometimes, then by all means get in and get out. Not something I could advise or tell anybody about, right? But you do understand they are big, powerful channels with, massive things. And the way they're promoting is just ridiculous. I mean, you've got like all the top cryptocurrency channels coming on board and pumping the life out of this. And I'm sure they're all going to make a shit ton of money. So just be careful. That's all I'm going to say. We also have our own project. We have Paradexes, which we are launching, but we're nothing in that scale. And best part about Paradexes is I don't keep any. So I'm launching Paradexes, but I will not keep a single coin. So, and it will be verifiable on the smart contract and the website and everything. You can go, you can track. We have when you see the website, you'll understand it's not even finished yet. The website is being built right now. I think the developer gave me something earlier on. Hold on, let me just check this. Just check this. Let's hope it doesn't open up. Okay, so yes. Okay, so a few bits and bobs finished here. Subscribe giveaway. Why did he put that there? Okay, I'll sort him out. Okay, yes. So he's put the giveaway thingy here, so you can just email, follow and retweet and upload the proof, so you can do this. So yeah, I mean, you can see that there are some my main guy, he's actually activated the email, the giveaway and everything. So email's there only for one purpose, guys, marketing. We're not doing any data collection. I don't need your name, I don't need nothing. He missed a section here. So I've got to go back and tell him he needs to put a section here for his BNB wallet. So don't do anything, guys. Please do not do anything on this page. I need to go and talk to the developer and tell him to add a section for your Binance BEP20 wallet address. So once you have that, then of course we can give you the giveaway. Other than that, we cannot give you any giveaway. So please do not sign up, because if you did, you probably have to sign up again and you're going to waste your thing. Don't do it. Okay, do not do anything here right now. I'm telling you, okay? Or if I have to take it off, I will take it off. But right now, do not do anything. I will get that updated by the developer. But yeah, as I said about V-Launch, so everything on the website, there will be other buttons soon activated. All the menus will be activated, where you will be able to see the complete FAQ, the complete the contracts, the code, even the GitHub link will be active there for you as well. And I'm sure none of that is happening over there. So be careful. That's all I'm going to say to you, Nisha. That's what I'm going to say, okay? I hope you don't get wrecked. Quorum says, KR says, hola. Hello. Yes, hello. Is it whole activity? Whole activity? What activity? I have no idea. Alex says, bearish, ghastly, obvious in high size. Ghastly, obvious in high size on higher time frame. Yes, it's definitely bearish. Alex, everything is bearish right now, and we're going to talk about a little bit more about that. Bubble says bubble waves. Bubble says ego, definitely. Sham, that's what I was gonna do for V-Launch. I know it's bad coin for long term with bad people behind it, but I'm sure people will get wrecked by these influencers. Listen, bro, as I've said this to you yesterday as well, Albin, if you want to play it, nobody can stop you. It's your money. Do what you want to do. but just be careful. I'm only going to warn you about, how to be careful or how to navigate carefully or what to do, what not to do. Well, not entirely. I will not tell you where to put your money. Full stop. That is something I will not tell you. If you want to participate in a massive hype coin, well, the definition of a hype usually means no hype at the end. So you have a hype and then you have nothing. So when you see big boys there who are getting wrecked, they need money, they need income. So what they're going to do is they're going to, shill all of this, make a whole ton of money out of you, your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, whatever, only for them to get even more rich. They're not really doing anything to kind of help the community grow or anything like this. I will be publishing some details regarding Paradexes, some of the features that I am actually updating, and some of those features are insane. All right. I mean, we're doing like an NFT place where you can buy NFTs for a fixed price. I mean, who's done that? Everybody wants to bid. Let's get the highest price. Yeah, you can bid in the secondary market, but we actually have a primary market where you can sell for a fixed price. So creators and artists can benefit from this rather than falling into this competition hype. So we are creating brand new stuff to help the community, not to take your money. Albin says, will there be giveaway on Discord? Yes, when the giveaways are active, brother, I will start them. But right now, the token doesn't even exist. We did not create the token. We did not create the smart contracts. That is going to be done automatically once all the other programs are set up and all the smart contracts are set up. The smart contract will automatically generate the token provided on the whatever information we give it. So the day of the launch, it should launch. But I have been speaking to the developer, the token developer, and I have said to him, can we have the token done earlier instead of doing it on the smart contract? So I am waiting for a reply from him. And if we did have the token beforehand, then at least I can promote the token launch address, the token smart contract, and also probably start some giveaways as well. But until I have the token contract, I can't do anything. So I am kind of stuck here right now. So I'm in the mercy of the developers. Let's see what it does. Alex says, one mistake I made with trading is I get it right on the charts, but then I go away. That's happening and see what everyone else is saying and don't trust myself because I'm only learning. Alex, this is the thing. Okay, I like what you said. You don't trust yourself. I loved your honesty. This is what I always say to people. I say, have conviction. You are only responsible for the actions you will take. Don't listen to others, because the others are just noise. Everybody, we are just noise. To you, it's your money, brother. So because it's your money, you got to make that decision. How are you going to enter? How are you going to navigate? What are you going to do? What are your rules of discipline? So if you're going to buy, are you buying to trade on a day trade? If you are, then day trade. If you're going to do hourly, go and do some hourly trades. If you're going to, buy to sell on the spot, then buy and sell on the spot. No harm. If you're going to do a buy and you want to hold for 5 years, which is what I recommend, you're fine. If you're going to dollar cost average, that's fine. So you have to make your mind up and stick to it. I have this saying, I say, pick your coin, stick to your coin. And with Paradexes, when it launches, it will be pick your coin, pick your chain. So there are loads of different things coming. And of course, we will talk about all of this stuff later. So what's next? Alex says, I end up right, but don't listen to myself. You have to listen to yourself. Self-confidence is the most important thing here. If you're not confident about what you want to do, then unfortunately nobody can help you. You are the man. You are the ruler of your own emotion, your own kingdom. Hopefully I'm not in school during the launch. Albin, go study, bro. Don't ruin yourself on crypto. These hypes, they don't last for too long. And also remember, I've been warning people for a very long time. The last time I was panicking was when we hit the 65, and this time when we hit the 67. It wasn't even the 69, it was the 67. I said, guys, this is wrong. There's so many stuff on these charts. If you start looking at them, they make total sense to you. Let me get rid of this. All right, one of the, for example, indicator, right? It's a simple indicator. I don't use it, but it's just a simple indicator. And what you can see here is there's no volume. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Even this dump, look how pathetic it is. There's no volume. Guys, this was a dump. On the 18th of May, this was a dump. A volume supported dump. That's a dump. That's what you call a dump. Bitcoin takes a big crap. Here's a dump. Bitcoin takes a big crap on the 11th of January. That's a dump. Since then, right, since this whole, like, for example, when we can see from this area, from the September. So let's do this. Like, I'm going to show you this, right? You'll understand this. Let's zoom out of this. Let's do it this way. All right, so you can see here we had a dump, and then we had the kind of volume flow out, and then the volume came back in again, and then kind of down and wavy, whatever. But there was a lot of action here. If you look carefully at this chart, a lot of action all the way up to this area since June. I mean, look at this. Disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Look at this. There's nothing. There's no volume. There is absolutely no volume. How disgusting is that? So, this is a dump. I don't think so. This doesn't even look like a dump. And I know what's his name, VisionNet MK, he has been showing me a few bits and bobs, and he showed me this channel, this YouTube channel. And on this YouTube channel, how the guy was talking about, how we've had this bearish situation here, how this volume dropped. And one thing I didn't like how he was showing it, and I'm like, seriously, dude, don't do that, because that's kind of wrong. Okay, I mean, someone taking a point here, for example, right, just taking a point, like, trying to show something similar to this, like, oh, look, it's been down. Well, yeah, that's much. You know what I mean? You take it back down here. Yeah, that was down here. Oh, okay, we'll take it from here. Well, that was a freak crash we had. Okay, fine. Let's go and let's take it from here, right? And it's been down. Yes, weekly we've been going down. Yeah, but that's in June. That's in June. You don't have significant data to show me what's been happening here. So if your signal was bearish in June, you should have left. You should have already exited in June. Don't tell me this now when we're actually higher than where we were in June. So there are so many data points people like to just show you as, look, there's a bearish divergence forming. Yeah, so did you exit? The divergence was forming here. Did you enter? You're telling me now it's over. That's the argument I have. The argument I have is you telling me now doesn't make any difference to me. It's too late. You telling me now does not make any difference to me. Oh, look, guys, RSI is down. Stochastic RSI is coming down. Yeah, were you telling me now? Sorry, I'm kind of lost. I am absolutely lost. So this is the kind of stuff I hate. And I have mentioned to you guys that, guys, when you finally figure it out, when you finally decide, it's already too late. But here we've got people calling it a prediction when this pattern didn't even exist until a few weeks, for example, a couple of weeks ago. So for example, the only pattern we had was this pattern, and as far as I'm concerned, that was bullish. This month in October was bullish. This was bullish. This was all bullish until you can see November the 8th here, it started becoming bearish. But how do you confirm this is bearish? You're still in November. How do you know this was bearish? Because all of this is later. So what's the point showing me what you're showing me now and telling me we had a bullish divergence? Fine. Did you exit here? Did you fuck off here? If you fucked off here, happy days, bro. Stay away. Don't come back here. We're bulls. We buy the dips. We buy the dips, and this is the perfect opportunity coming to us to buy the dips. Stand on the sidelines, son, and watch us make money. This blue line is going to come all the way down here. It's going to reset. And when it resets, this yellow line is going to come down here. It's going to reset. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to be buying more BTC. That's what I'm going to be doing, son. That's what I'm going to be doing. So, yeah. I love it. I love it how some guys just come out. Did you see this? Yeah. Did you see this? Yeah. So what do you do? Well, I've been watching here. Did you sell? Did you freaking sell? Did you sell? Adios then. What are you still here for? Your bear market started in June. Get the fuck out of here. Full stop. You made your money. Get out. Get out. Oh my. Let's try and do something else. The other one he showed was MACD. So hilarious. So freaking hilarious. When you look at all of this stuff, it's like, oh look, we had a bear market. Yep, the signal came in. Yep. Oh look, we got a divergence here. Yep. Sorry, when did this divergence form? April. You fuck off in April. If you did, bro, then go, stay away. Just don't come and talk to me about this now. This has already happened. Adios, my amigos. Honestly, it's one of those kind of things. Like, it's just so pathetic, so hilarious how people like to connect dots. And I still can't believe how they get 50,000 views. Yes, I'm like, are you so stupid? This has already happened. This is not just happening to us. This is happening to the entire global markets, for God's sake. We all dumped on the same day. Sorry, somebody tell me something that I'm missing here. BTC, crypto, entire crypto market, Dow Jones, S&P 500, dumped 3 days in a row, dumped technically 3 days in a row, dumped technically 3 days. What the hell am I missing here? Oh man, cool crash was awesome to watch. Of course, Alpha, it was a beautiful thing for us. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. Exactly as I've mentioned as well. I said, look, if it goes below this drop, it's going to drop like. Of course, you weren't there, Alpha, but yesterday on Discord, I actually posted something and I said, if it goes 1 penny less than 54k, I'm out. And I was so happy because I'm out. I'm ready. USDT, buying these dips, and I'm ready. And I've bought it in one exchange. I'm waiting on other exchanges. But again, only sold my liquid asset. Some of the big liquid asset that I've made hundreds of percent. I'm not even talking about BTC yet. BTC, I'm not even going to sell. But other liquid assets that I've made hundreds of percent, thousands of percent. Well, I'm out. They're shitcoins. What are they good for? You make money, you get out, use the money, buy more BTC. So awesome. Awesome, my brother. I love it. You accumulated more. Fantastic. For long term, of course. Okay, give some hopium, bro. As it Raymond says, my take is that we're going down to 40k and clean up the September, October candles and rock it out from 38, 39 after a few weeks. Raymond, I'll be honest with you, Raymond, that what you're asking, if we are to see this, we should see this now. If you think we're going to go back to this 40k, 38, 39k and survive, then I'm sorry to say we're not going to survive, my brother. We are not going to survive. If we go to this 38, 39k, we are definitely coming all the way down here, my brother. We're coming all the way down here because this is the only other area, and I'll show you this, only other area of support. Look at the 28k. There's nothing here. We have absolutely nothing. Resistance, purple, you can see this. Look, resistance, support, simple. We are destroyed. So have your buy order at the 28 if you want to accumulate a little bit more, right? Of course, when we're looking at daily, you know, when we're looking at daily, we see these zones here. Again, where's that support? Look, it's all here. This is the only last zone we have. And if we do not protect this one zone, right, up to here, we're gone. We're gone. We're coming to 28k. Is it a bad thing? Well, not according to me. Why? Because all I'm seeing is, yes, it's part of a greater correction. All I'm seeing is, yes, we did this, and I'm going to draw this for you and I'll show you something as well. We did this and we're doing this right now. Okay, fine. You might think, well, what the hell is this guy talking about? It's easy. I'll show you. Get rid of this indicator, HHLL, higher, higher, lower, low. Boom. Activate this. Ooh. You see how this works? We just saw this pattern. Now, if I activate the weekly, well, look, this March 2020, this is a pattern. So we're coming down, we're going to bounce somewhere, possibly even around this 28k. Wow. Because remember, when I do patterns, I've talked about these patterns before, right? Look, this is a pattern. You come up, you bounce, you do this, you come back to confirm. So if we confirm this at the 28k, I don't see it being bearish at all. It's actually bullish. You know what I mean? It's actually bullish. And we do this same thing over and over again. You know, when we break something, we come back and we test, we make these patterns. So, you know, like for example, this is like the entire history. Forget this area here. But you see here, we created a bottom, we came back bottom, breakout. And I'm not using Elliott waves here, by the way. I'm just using simple higher highs and higher low pattern, nothing else. And you see the same W happened here. Well, fine. What's now? Well, down, up, down, and then I can see a bigger move. This, if we were to use an Elliott wave doesn't work. All right, if we were going to use an Elliott wave, it doesn't work. I mean, it can technically, we can say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 can be short, 3 is usually the biggest. Yeah, this could have been an Elliott wave. We could be seeing ourselves an ABC correction and then moving forward. I don't see any harm in that. You know, we could be doing this. You know, right now, for example, here you got A, B, C, D, right? Maybe even an E, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, this just doesn't make 4. Do you know what I mean? So when you're looking at this, it just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. You know, so definitely not an Elliott wave. I mean, of course, pattern within patterns, we can do loads of different stuff, but right now all I'm seeing is this is just another corrective wave coming back here. I mean, as long as this can bounce here and move back up again, I don't see a problem. I'll be honest with you, if I did see this bounce here and start shooting back up again, it's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. You know, even when we put a line here, for example, this was the previous high, so you can see this is just part of this wave pattern. You know, you move up, you confirm. So we came down, we broke this area here, and I'll show you. These are long-term data. These are not your small-time things that we're messing around with. When we're looking at these data, these are not anything small. These are massive, massive long-term data. All right. So we broke through, we came back, found support, broke through, came back, found support, broke back. It was okay, came back, you know, held support here, came back, broke support, went down, came back, tested it, found resistance, came back, found it, tested, right, found support, moved back up again. It's okay, got rejected, we came down, found support, came back, bounced, done this, came back here, found support, and then we can move up. So we do have a high probability of us shooting up. We do have a high probability of us shooting up. I just drew this for you. Look, we actually have a very high probability because of this support and resistance clusters that we've created, these strong support and resistance zones. We do have a big chance of bouncing here and moving up. Of course, if we didn't, then you can see from the drawing that the next line would be here. If we break this, doomsday. But I don't think we're going to break this because of how the market works. Timing the market is extremely dangerous in my opinion. Yes, you can never time the market. Told you in earlier stream, if you fell below 53, BTC high has been... What? If we... Told you in earlier stream, if we fell below 53, BTC high has been... Oh, so you mean BTC all-time high? No, there is no high, bro. There's a problem with this fundamental that a lot of people think about. There is no all-time high. There's so many metrics you have to use. Number one metric you have to use is how much supply we have. Number two you have to see is how much supply is reduced in circulation every 4 years. Number three metric you have to see is how many users we had then and we have now. Okay, so when you take all of these into factor, and number four technically how much more money we have. So when you take all of these into factor and you start creating a graph, you'll understand that supply has been reducing, the demand has been growing, and also fiat money has been growing exponentially too, which means inflation, more and more money being printed. All of this has accelerated BTC price to go higher over time. So if you think this was the top, no, because the way I see things, and I'm being honest with you here, right? So I'm going to delete whatever we got here. Let's delete everything here. The way I see this market is actually slightly different to how you probably see the market, right? And this is going to basically make sense to you, how I see this market. For me, I see this market in this particular zone. So this was the low, right? And then we take this market, and I see this big wedge here, right? And there's a few, I'll show you what I mean, right? And then I see this top here, and I say, okay, this is the top. Let's just put it here. So I see this particular patterns here, right? And then I take this particular area here, and I continue. I say, okay, let's have a look at where we are right now, and let's see if we can find a trend. So we're finding a pattern. That's all we're looking for, nothing else, right? And we can take this particular top here and continue, right? Continue. For example, just 2 points, nothing much. I've only got 2 points, right? So let's just use this and say where we are right now. So all I'm seeing is that we've got this yo-yo market here, right, where the market initially started and started doing this, right? Maybe went up there, done this, you know, came here, done this. It's here right now. And all I'm seeing is big, I don't know how to show you this. This is going to be crazy. Let me show you this. Let me take this line off. Hold on. This is like one of my way of kind of just showing you what happened with the supply versus thing. So we're just using 2 points from this. Beautiful, beautiful, if you understand what I'm about to show you. Okay, so we had here, I'm going to draw this plus. We had hundreds, thousands, millions of coins available here, and very little users. Over time, we have less and less coins, but we have more and more users. So now we have more users here, and here we had less users. Just say less users. So we had bigger supply, less users, less supply, more users. And I'm seeing this coming to a point where we're probably going to struggle to give supply. We're probably going to struggle. At some point, we're going to hit this by 2030, I'm predicting. The supply is going to be so rare that anyone who's interested will pay a lot of money. And of course, banks and institutions will probably use this as a leverage. They'll probably use this as a backup currency, as an actual financial instrument, you know, probably even a collateral for loans and processing money across the world. That's what's going to happen here. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. I know it's a weird way of doing things, but it's kind of how I like to explain things. Look at the supply and look at the demand. So the supply was here, the demand was there. Now you have low supply, but the demand is like this. Whoa, whoa, complete opposite. You know, I mean, I did draw the chart kind of wrong. So if I was to do a chart like this, for example, and we have a curve, we say, okay, supply, you know, we did supply and did this. Now we have demand, we're doing this. So the supply is reducing here and the demand is going up here. We've got a problem on our hands. This is not the top. This thing can go high as it can. So that's why I've never concerned myself with tops. I'll be honest with you. I'm more concerned about bottoms. Last thing I want to see is BTC drop back to 10K, 5K, you know, 1K, whatever. We don't want to see that, guys. Let's be realistic with ourselves. You've come into crypto, you've come to Bitcoin. Do you really want to see Bitcoin come back to 5K? Do you really want to see that? If you really want to see that, then what you smoking, bro? Give me some. But honestly, I don't want to see that come there. I'm in crypto for the long term. Those were my past. I don't want to see that. I want to see BTC go up, and the high could be anything. Don't really care. Only thing that concerns me is where's my bottom going to be? Because I need to know I'm ready to deploy my cash. Buy the bottom. Buy the bottom. Alpha. Okay, Raymond says we will go up again, but not set another all-time high, I believe. Good luck, bro, if that's what you believe. You should short the market, my brother. Alpha says the over leverage in stock market is on record high. This is the biggest risk I see. If this collapse, how far will it take crypto down? A lot, my brother, because we are really correlated right now. If you look carefully, right, when we're looking at these markets and when we're looking at these structures and when we're looking at how the market has been reacting, for example, if you look at this particular area here, just for today, for example, so we went down, right, 2.3% here, and I'm going to just give you a rough estimate of how these things work, right? When you start looking at them, it makes total sense. So this one dropped 1.25%, and then we see the complete opposite on USDT. Watch what happens to USDT, right? On the same day, USDT pumped up by 0.5 point, and then you see BTC, right? And I'm just doing percentage, I'm not doing money value, guys, just percentage. BTC dumped 22%. So a 2% dip here was equivalent to 22% there. I think if this thing collapses and comes back to this particular neckline here, right, this could easily, and let me just see if I can get this yet. So this could easily, if this comes back down here, this becomes a 5%. This could be a 50% dump. This could easily be a 50% dump. So we could easily see that 30K, sorry, that 30, approximately 30K that we expect. Like, we could easily see that. So let's see what it does. Alpha says that is your biggest fear. Personally, I'm not that fearful. I'll be honest with you. I'm not fearful because regardless where it goes, I already have a set time that I'm in it for, 2030. So for me, 2030 is my end goal. So ultimately, this is what you have to also decide is like, what's your end game? Are you in it for a day, a week, a month? Are you in it for this cycle? You know, when did you enter? When do you want to exit? What's your plan? So I don't have a exit price, but I have an exit date. So I've already set my plan. You know, when I play with liquid currency or some of the shit coins that I trade with, my exit plan is usually within the first minute. I buy cheap, sell as soon as they launch. I'm out. You know, anything I find on a nice little hype, for example, it's an old coin coming onto a new exchange, has some sort of a deal going on or some sort of a marketing campaign, I jump into that, go in, sell that damn thing, get the hell out. So let's see. Raymond says all-time high in this cycle. Of course, I understand. But listen, there's no such thing as a cycle. The cycle's continuous. As far as I can see, BTC is exponentially moving up. There is no cycle. The coin market cap, crypto market cap, everything is moving only one freaking direction as far as I can see, right? So for me, there is no thing as a cycle, right? When we talk about these are just micro trends. Right, just want to put it into perspective. All we're seeing is just micro trends. These are mini micro trends. So far, this market has been moving up exponentially. That's all that matters, because remember, each move has taken it hundreds of percents, in fact, sometimes even thousands of percents. So when you see this is an exponential growth. This is an exponential growth. So yes, that's what you have to understand. So cycles still continue. I'm telling you, we're still a baby, for God's sake. We're still a baby. I get your point, but I see BTC below 20K before we set a new all-time high, but plenty of Jojo in between. Jojo in between. Yes, the 2K BTC. Of course, why not? I would happily buy BTC at 2K all day long. But when you think it's going to go below 20K, I don't think so. The market doesn't suggest it so, because if it did, then it would be the first time in history that we broke a pattern, a specific pattern, where we've never come back to the previous highs, right? So what we're looking at is a pattern here. Let me see. Not this one. Let me do it on this chart. Sorry, guys. I don't want to mess my charts up. Let me do it on this one and I'll show you what I mean. So you see this here, for example, this was the high back in 2011. We've never come back to this, and we don't want to break this trend. If we break this trend, we are screwed. So you can see this high here, right? We've never come back. Well, kind of technically, but this wasn't exactly a high, right? This was the first one. Let's just call this. Actually, I'm going to take this way. I'm going to put this here. Actually, this was the high. Sorry, my bad. This was the high. So this was the 2013 high. You can see we've never come back to that particular price once we crossed over in the next bull run, right? So we're creating these gaps, these air gaps in between, and we don't want to break this trend, right? So if you look here, this was the 2017, we're high up, we want to keep this air gap. Does that make sense to you? We don't want to close this. If we fall below and we come back to this 20k, where we've just done something that we've never done in history, and that just says to us that everything we've ever done on BTC was pure speculation, and it's nothing, it's worth less. If it comes back to 20k, it's worth less. So if you want a 2k coin, you will get a 2k coin. Believe me, we'll probably have to start our own market all over again, but that's what I see. You know, of course, there are other trends that have been broken. So for example, when you start looking at these, people were talking about this 4-year cycle. And I talked about this. I said, look, guys, we've only had one 4-year cycle. So what the hell did they get a 4-year cycle from? Where? It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, you're going to talk about the inception, BTC created in 2009. We had this pump up to 2013. Fine. You know, we can use 4 years. But hold on, didn't we have a bull run in between that? It doesn't work. The only ever 4-year cycle we saw was once. So we've never even confirmed that. This was supposed to be the year where we were supposed to confirm that we have a 4-year cycle. We don't. And this is all broken. And we have a lengthening cycle. So this is absolute lengthening cycle. We've talked about this. This could potentially go all the way over to 2022 and possibly even 2023. And trust me, if it goes to 2023, oh my days. If it goes to 2023, oh, 2023, where is it? Oh, it's not on this chart. I think I've got it on this chart. I have to show you this, guys. 2023. Ooh. 2023. Oh, where is it? There it is. 2023. It will be perfect because in 2024, we have the next halvening. Wow. Whew. Everyone's hoping for a 500k. I'm hoping for $1 million a coin then. Guys, I'm not going to make this any longer. I've just noticed my time is almost up. I also don't believe in cycle or seasons. This concept never made any sense to me. All just depends on demand and supply adoption. Exactly. I do call it seasons, by the way. I personally do call them seasons. I don't call them cycles. I say, look, guys, yeah, it's just a trend. It's just a season. You know, there are months, like any business, right? You know, every business has cycles and seasons, right? So what we mean by that, if you're, you know, like for example, in a particular industry, you might see 2 weeks you're very busy, 2 weeks you're not busy, or you know, say for example, you're in the film industry. You know, when the weather's good, I'm sure most film industries are busy, pumping out as many because the weather's good. You know, you don't want to be shooting on bad weather. It's bad for the equipment, bad for everything. So it doesn't matter where you go. You have seasons, you know, and then sentiment, obviously. And, you know, as market moves along, you end up falling into these sentiments, right? That's all it is. And so far, the sentiment is down. Because, again, a lot of people are reacting differently. They're reacting differently to all the news and all the noise they hear. Imagine everybody stop listening to the noise. Wow. We would be sitting at a couple of 100k right now. I'm not joking. This market would not yo-yo. You know? So, there are similarities. It's not similar to 2013. That I can assure you. Yes, there were similarities in the beginning. I think now it just untethered itself. It's definitely showing some sign of what happened in 2017, but again, nothing much. The only similarity we got is the month, but not even the date. So again, I'm not going to count that. We've seen 2019, for example, how we came back in 2019, right? Yeah, this could be a 2019. Again, no difference, right? I mean, no similarities here. But again, it's just sentiment. Right, just for me, it's just sentiments. And right now, there's a lot of news, a lot of noise out there that are telling me that this market could calm down a little bit. But then again, anything else could happen in between. And one of that anything else is actually the point where we could bounce off this line and actually potentially start moving back up again. If we did calm down, of course, we are going to expect a 29, 30k. Raymond says, of course, we break some patterns, but let us be real. Most of crypto is overpriced. toilet paper. Tesla is going down to 50. Things are going to break hard. Well, Tesla just sold a whole bunch, $10 billion worth of shares. Elon Musk sold his own shares in his own company. So if he sold his own shares in his own company, he expects this market to go down because the market was over leveraged. The market was over leveraged. The market was too high. The market was pumping. And it's not just crypto. It's everyone, guys. It's everybody. We were all in this situation. Look, it's the same pattern. You look at this and you look at this. And what do you see? The same pattern. Look, almost close, identical pattern because the market is selling off, right? So, of course, market makers make up sell and demand by themselves. It's all managed. Of course, this is why we call it manipulation. Alpha says, good indicator that all the job posts for crypto-related positions, demand is growing for this talent. Institutions are start building stuff. Exactly. Now you've got the point. The market, the time, the perfect opportunity in this market to create jobs and to start building and to start pumping out projects for the next season is in a bear market, right? A lot of the guys, they make this mistake, common mistake of hyping projects on the top of the cycle, right? And they don't really make much and they suffer because of that. But the best performers are the guys who launch during dips, right? The best performers are the guys who launch during dips. So when you see areas, projects who came out around here, right? Or projects who came around here, they made the most amount of gains, right? These project announcements and everything created the biggest amount of buzz because once the market has recycled and the market starts to become bullish, people want to know what to buy because people's sentiment changes. You know, so most of the retail want to buy, okay, what's the next best coin to buy? Oh, market's going to pump. Okay, fine. My influencer said so. It's going to happen. What am I going to plug my money into? That's the project that starts pumping. So if mainstream are now building, for example, what's his name? Jack Dorsey resigns Twitter, goes and joins his company Square, changes Square company name to Block, right? He's building, he's recruiting, Coinbase recruiting, everyone's recruiting, they're recruiting, right? What's going to happen? By the time everyone is happy again, they've already got the finance, the money they need to back up these projects to make millions and billions of dollars. That's what they're going to do, basically. So, actually, my missus was telling me to stop talking about billions and billions because my neighbors are getting funny. But other than that, guys, listen, it's been awesome. Thank you very much for everyone for coming to the show. Smash those like button, hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Join the community, join the conversation. Of course, the Discord yesterday was on fire. By the way, Alpha, yesterday it was on fire. Again, exactly as I mentioned, when I'm there, I think it can be on fire. By the way, I did notice that this morning it was on fire even without me. Love that. So let's see what happens. 2018 bear market equals record increase of job posts in blockchain positions, especially the financial institution startups. Exactly, bro, exactly. This is what it is. You know, perfect launch of any project is in a bear market. Hype the life out of it, do giveaways, do whatever, get everybody interested. You know, once the hype starts, you make the most amount of money and your project gets the most attention. Brilliant thing to do. So awesome. Albin says awesome show. Alpha says Binance over 300 open jobs. Yes. Mark Jason says, sup, what's up, brother? We spoke about you already, Mac. Actually, I even showed what your friend was showing. Not your friend, but the other YouTuber that you did show me. I did kind of show a few bits and bobs. So please rewind back and you might see this and how I feel that the information is accurate, spot on. But the information that I've got, or the information that he's giving on his video, is too late. You know, because the divergence pattern he showed me forming from April, forming from June or whatever, he should have left in June. That guy should have left, closed his channel, everything, and left, never come back again. You know, we're here. You don't give us a call at the critical point when it's already happened. You give us a call before it happens. Yeah, that's what you do. You say if it goes below this, it drops. Boom, there's no ifs and buts. If the month closes below this level, that's it. go back to the videos, I've said that. Maybe I haven't given you technicals, because it's not all about technicals, and I'm sure half the people here actually appreciate the fact that I don't really drop technicals too many times. Sometimes I just like to talk to you guys and obviously carry on with this. But amazing. Thank you very much for everyone for coming to the show. Have a good one. See you on the next stream. Of course, Raymond, I'll see you on the next one, my brother. Thank you very much. Love. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you another one very soon. Adios, my amigos. Thank you very much.